So today I got a pretty special video. This is gonna be project car. This isn't my personal car. This is my buddy's car. His name's Dillion. Right now he's stationed in Japan for like 2 years, so he gave me the privilege of taking care of his car for over those 2 years. And within those 2 years, I'm gonna try to build it up the way he wanted it, like something nice and clean, something that he's like show car worthy. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting process, probably like a multiple part series. I don't know when I'll get around to this car. It's gonna be like a weekend kind of thing, fix things here and there, do little things over time. But yeah, without further ado, not in the best shape. So it's definitely not in the best shape ever. It is a 96 Subaru Impreza Coupe. Me, Alex, one of my other friends, and Dillion, we kind of built this a little bit over time, you know. It's got like, it's got a wing on there. It's just got some WRX wheels on there. It's got that ugly bumper that we're gonna get rid of today, and it's got the two-piece RS side skirts on it, so those definitely made a difference. They made it stand out way more. It's got a somewhat RS interior. There you go, RS interior, black. Trying to make it black on black. Trying to get rid of all that tan. Tan's ugly. It's a 5-speed. I think these are 2.0 EJ motors. It's a EJ22. We swapped this before I started doing YouTube. We swapped this motor in our what was it? At Renton Technical College automotive class. It took us like 2 days, so it was pretty long in like dealership standard of taking in and putting out a motor, but for us it was our first motor pull, so I mean I consider that pretty fast. But either way, it's a project. The only way we can fit this car into the storage unit is actually taking off the front bumper, so I mean it sucks, but hey, I mean it is all the way back. I don't know if you can see that, but the bumper is literally touching the wall. But either way, so the to-do list on this. The to-do list is pretty long. We gotta do a lot of body work. On this rear quarter panel right here, let me see if you can see that. On this rear quarter panel, there's a pretty big dent right there. We're gonna try to pull that out. I'm trying to convince him going with some flares, because these things look amazing with fender flares on them. And yeah, a little body work here and there. He doesn't want the white. Previous owner plasti dipped like a lot of things in white, and surprisingly it kind of matches the car pretty good. But either way, like I'm probably gonna try to paint it myself. I have some painting experience. I'm not the best, but I'm gonna try to be the best at what I can be. We're gonna go with like a gloss black, probably gloss black, you know, some red accents here and there. I don't know, throw it down in the comments what you think, any ideas, any suggestions. But like, what we're gonna do is pretty set. He's thinking about swapping this motor eventually, do an STI swap or like JDM RS swap on this. Since he is stationed in Okinawa, he can get those parts pretty easy. Even if you were here in the States, you can get them pretty easy online. But it's just mostly wiring, the actual motor itself. It'll drop into this chassis like nothing. and like a lot of little things here and there. But yeah, I mean, let me show you what I got for this. So this is a budget build, budget, and by what I mean is anything that we try to find or that we're gonna try to find it at the lowest price possible. And that's what we mean by budget. We don't have like a set amount, like, oh, we're only gonna spend like $5,000 on a car. Now, I don't think it's gonna end up that way. It never ends up that way. But we're gonna try to do everything on the cheap. So everything that we done on the cars, like the WRX wheels, the motor, the side skirts, the wing, we found it all like on Craigslist or online, pretty cheap, like the cheapest you can find, but still have a decent quality of it. We don't want to mess around with that like really cheap ass stuff like Duraflex. I don't know, anybody who has Duraflex knows that they kind of suck. I have a Duraflex bumper just sitting there, and I know it sucks, but for the price you really can't beat it too. So I don't know, whatever. But what I got here is it's one of those like Tommy something, I forgot the name of it, but it's a pretty rare bumper. It's hard to find, found it pretty cheap. And for tips for anybody with any GD bodies, just take out your passenger side seat and you can like fit a bumper. You can fit a lot of things once you take out the seats, but I mean, it's literally only 4 bolts and like the airbag cable. But let me take it out and show you. Alrighty, so that's the bumper. I think it looks a billion times better than the stock bumper that comes on these 96 Imprezas. It's got holes for fog lights. I'm trying to convince him to go fog lights. He wants the covers, but I don't know, he'll probably throw it down in the comments. Dillion, you're probably watching this video, you should do the fog lights. I mean, here, I got this, just got this regular old fog light. Let me take it apart real quick. Found this really cheap like halogen fog lights. Oh god, I don't know, they look pretty good. But the what's it called, the RS fog lights would fit like a lot better. It's made for the RS fog lights. With the mesh, it doesn't look that bad, you know. It's just the other side of the bumper is cracked. But yeah, but this, let me put this bumper on, throw on the headlights real quick, and we're gonna try to put this 04 WRX scoop in there, cause he wants a bigger scoop. I don't know why. He says he likes the look better, but I don't know. Oh, look at that. So basically just, he wants that scoop instead of that scoop. It's his car, I'm just guy fixing it. But I don't know, maybe it'll turn out good. I'll try mocking it up, see what it looks like right now. Take a little photos of it and I don't know, send it to him, see what he likes. It might look good. I've seen like most people will do the STI scoop on these. I think it looks straight ugly. Like it just, I don't know, like an STI scoop is made for that. It is not made for this. It doesn't fit, like, I think it doesn't fit the body lines, and it just doesn't go with like the size of the car and like the scoop. I don't know, it's just not made for it. Like that scoop's was designed for this car. Granted, there is like the S201 scoop where it's like wider and longer, but it sits almost the same height, and that's what I'm thinking about achieving with this one right there. Um, but yeah, let me throw on the bumper and see what it looks like. So I ran into a problem of the actual crash beam. It's like I think the actual crash beam sits out way too far, and it just doesn't fit with this type of bumper. I don't know if this bumper was designed for only JDM Japanese cars or with US cars in mind, so I'm just gonna take off the bumper beam and save me the hassle of like trying to fit it up. Later I might cut it or something. It just depends on what like Dillion tells me. Yeah, let me mess around a little bit and see what happens. Alrighty guys, so I managed to get the bumper beam off. Oh, there we go. It was just like 4 bolts that was holding it on each side. I just didn't know where they were. But yeah, let me throw on that bumper real quick. Alrighty, after finding an assortment of stuff to actually hold it on, there it is. I think it looks pretty good on there. Looks way more aggressive. I don't know about that scoop, you can't really see. I don't know, if we change the scoop, it might take away from it, like the aggressive part. And I know when I think it was like the second time we took the front end apart to store it away, we broke some clips off of the grill, so at least this one deletes the grill and has the hood latch like just a little bit above the mesh, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. It actually matches the paint color that's on it right now pretty well, for just being a random bumper that we found. But that doesn't matter at the end. I did notice, Dillion, if you're watching this, that since this little tab right here, let me see if you see it, this little tab is broken, so I'm either gonna have to make a new fiberglass tab or do what the original owners did and just basically self tap it into the fender. I'm going to try to stay away from that and try to retain the original clips, but doesn't look like I got many options on that one. But yeah, I'm going to try to make a fiberglass tab if I can, or just like something where I can tap into it but it'll still have like enough strength to keep it up. But I'm definitely gonna have to do something about that crash beam, because it was not happy going in. The bumper into the crash beam wasn't happy going in, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to cut that up somehow, just so it has some way of holding it up, but at the same time still keep them safe. But yeah, right now it's looking pretty nice. I know headlights are definitely not in the right place. I just kind of slapped them on there real quick because I wanted to see what it'll look like. But yeah, it's looking pretty mean. That's basically it for this video. I just wanted to reveal the little project car that I'm gonna have going on. It's definitely gonna take me a while. Granted, I don't have many skills, but I know enough to get it where it needs to be. Body work's the main thing here. Interior work, I don't know if he wants to swap the dash. I'm trying to convince him to swap that tan dash to another dash, like mine, but I don't know. I hear different things. Since this is the speedo cable on this is it's not an electronic speedo. I think it's I don't know what the other word is, like a manual speedo. There's so many things that you have to convert, and then you can never get the right polarity or resistance to go to the speedo if I swap it to an STI gauge cluster. That's what I've just heard around the internet, but I don't know. I wanted to do a GC8 dash, which is basically just a gray dash, but he doesn't want to. I don't know. Throw it down in the comments. See, I don't know. Which one do you like better? The tan dash that's painted black? Actually, let me show you. Let me show you what he did. Basically, just sent it with the spray can, masked everything up, and painted this all black. Granted, it looks nice right now, but when the sun hits it, it doesn't look that nice. And then like this airbag thing, I don't know, a previous owner thought they could get to the airbag that way. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know, everything looks pretty good. But yeah, throw it down in the comments what we should do with this. I don't know if this is gonna be like a street build, track build, off-road build. I don't know. Throw it down, see what you guys think, and see if you can influence where this thing would where the direction it would head towards. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's his car, not mine. I'm just a guy working on it. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and catch you in the next one. Maybe it's this, maybe it's something else. I've been trying to put off like doing things to that STI. There you go, you can't see it. I don't know, it's my daily right now. I'm trying to get another car registered so I can start doing things to it, but it's I can tell you one thing, that thing's gonna turn wide body. It's not gonna be a traditional wide body how everybody does those like Carlton flares, or the Angry Acorn one. That one's just ugly, straight up. But it's gonna be different. It's definitely gonna be different. It's already been done before by Cusco, but not on this model. That's the only hint I'm gonna give. But yeah, catch you in the next one, guys.